smallest things send Americans stress soaring. This makes sense. I think we all have a little anxiety. A new survey finds that even the smallest sounds or situations like loud chewing or slow Wi-Fi can spike stress levels. Mine, for like the loud chewing, if I'm on the phone with my husband and he's drinking something.
The swallowing.
I'm like, are you okay over there? So he's learned, because every time, like, I don't know what it is. It's so loud.
Why is he always drinking something when he's on the phone with you? I find that bizarre.
Not always, but
okay.
we talk the whole drive home. So we're on the phone for an hour. So he's like,
see.
Gluck, gluck, gluck. I'm like, why are you swallowing so hard? Stop. Anyways, okay. Other small stressors include a knock on the door. Yeah, because the dogs freak out. That's annoying.
And hopefully the baby's not sleeping. When that
heavy
happens.
Breathing.
Do I do that?
No. No, but I don't know. I guess mouth breathing. Bodie breathes loud, but I think it's darling. I could eat his breath.
Cute.
Just a little, like his mouth is always open. I can't. Okay. Some even said aluminum cans. Huh? I guess it's kind of gross.
The crinkling, I guess, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
Sometimes when people have those plastic water bottles.
That bothers you? How people drink out of water bottles drives me nuts. When I was a kid, one of my friend's moms would drink out of the water bottle with like her mouth around the whole opening. Like it was just so annoying. That's so annoying.
And that attention to detail is what makes you a great meteorologist. Because I don't think any other person would pick up on that.
Have you ever seen someone drinking out of a water bottle?
I've not paid
with
any
their mouth
attention.
around
No
the whole
attention.
thing, like
Nope.
not like sipping it, like
I can picture it, but yes.
sock texture. I get that.
For me, it's not the texture, it's the elastic. If you don't have a sock with a good elastic band,
like they're
that
worn
makes
out.
you crazy. Or like they're just not tight enough so that when you wear them in your tennis shoe, they start to slip down to the point where they're just on the tip of your toe.
Cannot.
Yeah.
What is it about men and having holes in their socks? May I ask?
Yesterday, Jake was sitting in this chair during the 9 o'clock show. He had a hole the size of Antarctica in his sock.
Are they just like running on concrete? Like, I don't understand.
Well, yeah, why are they there in the first place? And I'm not kidding. It was on full. It was as if like he had one of those like shirts that goes off the shoulders, but it was like his ankle, showing his ankle bone. Like, what are you doing,
Natalie? I borrowed.
I'm like, tuck it in,
girl. I borrowed Grady's socks for the gym the other day, and on the bottom of both of the socks, 3 holes. I'm like, why are we holding on to these socks?
Oh my God, Jim. Okay.
Oh, those
Jim,
are some
all
nice
we can
socks.
see is your rear end, which might even attract more viewers. So thank you.
Wow. Well,
Jim
that's
from our creative services department showing us he doesn't have a
nice
single hole in his
socks.
sock.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jim.
All you other men at home watching, look at your socks. I bet there's a hole in them. I don't understand. Yeah. Okay, in censor beeps on TV, they cause anxiety. Censor beeps. Who's watching shows that have censor beeps?
I don't understand that. I did make a list, though.
Of things that drive you nuts?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into it.
This is, let's start with newsroom annoyances, because we're really getting down and dirty here.
I feel like we could talk the whole hour about this.
Well, people who crack their knuckles and the people that do it in the newsroom know who they are, and they know that I don't like it. But it is crazy.
Like going like this. I do it sometimes like this.
Multiple times.
What about loud tapping on the keyboard?
That was my next one.
Aggressive.
The loud typers. Like, do you have carpal tunnel? Are you? I don't. Yeah, that's one of them.
Okay, what's another one? Is that your whole list?
In the newsroom, it's also people. We each have our televisions at our desks, which is super handy in case you want to watch a news segment or something. But people that listen really loud and don't turn it down, or people that vacate the premise and they still leave their television blaring.
That drives you nuts.
That drives me nuts. The other ones are driving related. Do you have any driving related annoyances?
Of course I do. Yeah, I think everybody does, right? I think the biggest one for me with driving is driving along and then somebody's blocking your lane or the lane is closed or whatever. So you put your blinker on to get over, but the person that's directly behind you swings over before you get the opportunity. Then they zoom in and they don't let you over.
Yes.
Or the opposite situation happens where you're driving along and someone wants to get over, but like they don't wait for you to slow down for them to get over, and they just swing over, which aggressive drivers in Chicago, it's everywhere, and it's so crazy.
That was on my list.
And you're like,
I had 2 things on that list.
Yeah.
And it's like the Indy car drivers on the expressway.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
that are
so
zipping
annoying.
in
What
and
are
out.
you
I'm like,
doing?
you are going to cause an accident, and I'm going to be a part of it, you know, and I don't want to be a part of it. Or the people that don't use the turn signals.
yes.
I'm like, just signal.
Right.
You know what? Let me know what you're thinking.
Yes.
I want to know. I'm
Right.
not like a telepathic mind reader.
The people who zoom in and out of traffic, I want that energy. Like, I feel like, can you imagine sitting in the car with someone who's doing that? Like, they're just like, ah! Like, I don't understand what's going on in their head or their, you know, their life that make them do that. Okay, so the big picture stressors still rank high. Nearly half of respondents said rising costs are stressful, of course. And many are overwhelmed by traffic, miscommunication. That's with everything, right? Work, friendships, family, miscommunication, ugh. And technology overload, I get that too. Too much time scrolling or addiction to it. So to cope, Americans are leaning into old standbys like music, 58% say music, meditation is 34%, and pet cuddles is 32%. But also increasingly turning to CBD and THC products.
Okay.
Yeah.
That took a turn.
Yeah.
For me, I love my cat Chips, and so I do enjoy a good chip snuggle, like when
Yeah.
I get home from work.
And a little glass of wine.
Yes, every once in a while that too. But I want to meet someone who meditates regularly, because
Yeah.
wouldn't that be a great skill to possess?
I tried once,
Uh-huh.
and it didn't work out.
That doesn't surprise me about you, Caitlin.
Yeah.
I don't know why,
I
but
tried to close my eyes and sit in my room and do it, and like I was just scared someone was gonna walk and like kill me, and I was home alone. It was totally silly, but
maybe
I just
it wasn't the
couldn't,
right setting.
like focus and close. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like finding that good headspace. I think exercise is a great way to cope.
Yes.
Just go get you 20 minutes, throw some heavy stuff around, or go for a jog outside.
Or a nice walk.
A jog outside would be wonderful. So yeah, I mean the stressors, I think anxiety is there for everyone. We just have to know that our brain is making most of these situations out to be something bigger than it is. We're not getting chased by a bear. You're not going to be haunted by a, you know what helps me? ASMR.
Yes, that's a whole segment that needs to be booked on this show.
You're right. Yeah, ASMR. This girl called Sarah Lavender on YouTube. She does these videos, and most nights I'll watch them, and it puts me like
it sounds
to sleep.
right. Like
She does other things. Like, this is gonna sound so hokey and cheesy.
Okay.
Like pretends to do your makeup.
oh.
It's really peaceful, you guys. Just give it a shot. I know it sounds weird. It's a newer thing for me, but the ASMR is very, her thing is like relax you, and especially if you struggle from anxiety or you're having panic attacks, she literally will talk you off the edge.
Wow.
It's really amazing. I think these people do training and stuff, like special training to get people to mentally be okay, but it's fantastic.
It sounds good. I love that that's working for you.
Free therapy.
Yeah, I know. Amazing.
Yeah.
So I want to get